up about 21 games. That includes 3 spiels, which we won 2 of, and a tune-up spiel. And we did go into a slight lockdown in November. So that was the last time we spieled, was the beginning of November. And then we also had access to ice again in mid-December.
Yeah, I think it was about mid-December.
Mid-December, and they were really strict on how many people, and then it loosened up again a little bit more. So since the past month, since we found out that we were coming here, we've been on the ice as a team around 4 days a week. So we've been very fortunate, and we've really taken advantage as much as we could. I mean, I don't know if we have an advantage over the other teams, but I know it makes me feel much more comfortable coming here, knowing that we've done everything we can do and that we've had ice time. We've seen some of those women throwing out there, and it doesn't really look like they've missed too much time. So we're just doing our best to be as good as we can be, and whatever they do, maybe they come out nice and easy because they haven't been able to do anything, and maybe they just get on a roll, right? So it's really hard to say what's going to happen for each player that hasn't played a lot. And we know that we've just done our best to play a lot. It's, for the most part, we're just, we're just feeling fortunate to be here, and we're just doing our best to enjoy all the things that we can, because if we don't enjoy ourselves, then why are we bringing ourselves here and quarantining for 2 weeks when we get home? So, we just have to do the best we can out there and be happy with that and enjoy every little bit that we get to do.
It was great. And I mean, all of this is a learning experience for us. So being able to get out there and learn each game, we're not coming in off of a lot of games like we normally are. So we're just staying patient, but it felt great.
No, it was an amazing feeling to even just drive over here. It kind of felt some nerves and just some excitement that we're actually going to be able to play a full game of curling on the ice. That hasn't happened all year. So we're just feeling fortunate to be out there, and it was a really great game out there and a battle back and forth. So excited that we were able to take lots from that game, and excited for our next one.
Yeah, I would say I still think that we have a lot of experience, at least, so that plays a little bit in our favor. But yeah, for sure, you don't have all the reps where you learn about what your tendencies are. Like, we have none of that from this season. We've had a little bit of training time, but that's it. So it feels great to be out here and be able to play. And this is kind of like our practice run. Like, it's like a practice with the new team and everything. So it feels really good to get back on the ice. And I mean, we're just trying to take it one game at a time. I think that's all you can do when in this situation this year.
I think coming into this event, everyone's got to lower their expectations a little bit and give themselves a little bit more time to learn the ice, and to have a little bit more patience with our deliveries. Hopefully TSN doesn't scrutinize us too much. Our technical is probably not perfect right now. But yeah, I think once we kind of get into the groove here, I mean, there was tons of amazing curling shots out there right off the bat. So I think it won't take long for everybody to get their feet under them again. It's really everything. We can't thank Curling Canada and everybody enough for all the hard work that's been done to put this on. We need these games more than ever for Canada, and to be able to compete with the Olympics coming up. So it's absolutely huge for us to compete in such amazing ice conditions, and extra teams that we're going to get tons of extra tough games. It's just a great field, and we're really fortunate to have this opportunity.
Mm-hmm. And we feel very safe. Like, the protocols that were put in place have made us all feel really, really safe to go into this event. So it's great to be able to curl and also not be worried about the pandemic and the process. It's definitely different. There's a lot of differences, but when you're on the ice, it's still curling. So it's awesome.
I'm pretty sure that's impossible, but yeah, I pretended that's what I was doing. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a mild winter, so we had no ice, and it was too warm to even make ice. So we were able to make it late to early January, end of December, and was able to slide a bit because I hadn't been on the ice for a month. So I was a little bit nervous about the first couple slides, and was definitely sore coming back. as the changes happened and you're getting farther along in the pregnancy, it just makes it definitely more challenging, and your muscles change and ligaments are changing. So yeah, it was definitely great to be able to practice, but we had to wait so long into January that then we got a couple weeks of practice here or there, wherever we were allowed to. And then we're here. So, but it was definitely great to be able to slide a little bit, even though the shoes I used just got absolutely chewed up.
I bet you.
I'm glad I didn't use anything.
Did that give you
anything
peace
good.
of mind?
Sorry?
Did it give you some peace of mind though, having that, like when you had no control over so much of what was going on in curling?
I liked it.
Not
Like, send me videos.
Yeah. I mean, that it doesn't give you peace of mind when you have been off for so long and then you're sliding and you're in pain and things hurt, and you know that it'll come and you'll get everything back, but it's definitely taking that much time off when your body's changing is definitely a scary thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it went great today, as good as you could hope for, and if things stay like that, then I'll be happy. It's not, my situation is not something you can kind of predict in the future, and things are continually changing every day for me. So right now I feel as good as you can feel at this point. And so as long as everyone's healthy and safe, then I don't foresee anything happening, but knock on wood, that everything just goes the same as it did today.
I mean, there's actually a lot of parts of it that I really like, and I think they should maybe bring forward where we're so much safer. There's so many Scotties where people get the flu or they get sick, and that will never happen with a lot of the protocols they have in place. So I actually think there's a lot of really good things here. It's a lot mentally, like you said, like as a new mom, to try to balance what I need as an athlete and what my son needs from me as a mom. So that's just been a little bit different adjusting to, especially being stuck with him in a hotel room, but I think we're getting there. And especially because I think I let my team down early in the game. I had a couple of very makeable shots for a point that I missed, and we ended up giving up a couple steals. So I really felt like I owed my team one, and it felt really good to get that back for them.
For the record, she never let us down. But
Thanks.
yeah, I think we'll get into a bit of a groove. I think we're going to make the best of what we have and use all the knowledge that we can kind of muster up in the first few games. But I think the rust is already kind of shaking off. So I think we'll be in fighting form by the end of the week.
We're learning from every shot, and we're doing a really, really good job of not letting it phase us when that rust gets to us a little bit and creates a missed shot. We learn from it, we move on, and we make the next one. So I think that's just going to lead to less missed shots as we go on. We came back with multiples after giving up a steal, that sort of thing. We were really efficient with the hammer. There was a lot of things that we did really well, and like you said, bounced back after some tough ends. I think that we have a lot of experience on our team amongst all of us. Like, we've all been in big events before, and I think that's really helping us mentally. We're not expecting too much of ourselves early, which also really helps mentally. I think when you put too much pressure on yourself, that's what gets you, and we're not doing that, and we're doing a good job of kind of keeping it together as a group.